Welcome back to the channel. It's Brittany. And if you saw the other video, you can tell that my hair is 100 times better. Chris doesn't know what he's doing. But if you watch all the way to the end, he said that we were going to make a labor and delivery video. So that's what we're doing. So let's start from the beginning. I gotta try and remember, y'all. This was 4 months ago. It was like I was 38 weeks, and where we stayed, I was living with my mom at the time, and we stayed like really, really far from the hospital. And she was like, "You're either gonna go to your grandmother's house, your sister's house, or something, because I don't want you out that far just in case you go into labor early or anything happens." And so this day she had left and went to work, and my grandmother came and picked me up from the house. And like that day, I was just like kind of cramping and whatnot, but I was never thinking like, okay, this might be contractions, because there is a such thing called as what's it called, Braxton Hicks, yeah. And so I was like, well, maybe that's it. But then at the same time, I was 38 weeks, so I could have the baby anytime. But so we went to the store because she had to get something, and I'm walking around and I'm cramping, and I stop and I'm like. And my grandma would be like, "You okay? What's wrong? You need to go to the hospital?" My grandmother, when she had babies, she was put to sleep, and when she woke up, the baby was here. So she don't know what's going on. She was scared. And then we finally got to her house, and every time I'd have a contraction, I'd just start walking around, I'd breathe, and she'd just look at me from the corner. She'd be like, "Are you okay? You all right?" And my sister-in-law was gonna come and pick me up when she got off of work. So when she came, my grandmother went outside and talked to her, and she was like, "I'm so happy you're here." She'd been walking around and breathing, doing all kind of stuff. I think she having them contraction things, I don't know. And so when we finally left and I got to my sister's house, I was still having contractions, and Chris had came, and he was asking me, "Are you good? Are you okay? Like, what's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm just cramping. It's nothing serious." Because at this point, they were maybe like an hour apart, maybe 30 minutes. Like, it was nothing like real serious. And so as the day went on, I just kept on contracting, and then finally they started coming like maybe constantly back to back, like 30 minutes apart. And Chris was like, "Are you okay? Do you want to go to the hospital?" And I was like, "I don't want to go to the hospital because if I go, I don't want them to send me home. Or if I am in labor, I don't want to be at the hospital all day. Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather labor at home in a place where I'm comfortable, you know?" And so he had to go to work that night. And right before, like, he got up to go to work, he was like, "You sure you don't want to go to the hospital?" And I was like, "I'm sure. If we do end up going to the hospital, I'll call you, and let you know what's going on." So fast forward is maybe midnight. Yeah, it's about midnight. And I called my mama because now they're like 20 to 15 minutes apart. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I've been cramping." And I was like, "But I've been timing it. And I think these are contractions. They're about 20, 15 minutes apart." And she was like, "Well, call me back when they're 10 minutes apart." And I was like, "Okay." And so I'm texting Chris, I'm calling him, letting him know like what's going on, stuff like that. He's like, "Are you gonna go to the hospital? Like, do I need to leave? What's going on?" I was like, "No, you don't have to leave yet." I keep looking over here because Noah's over here and he's talking. I don't know if y'all can hear him at night. But it was maybe like 1 o'clock now, or almost one. I had called my mama again, and I told her, I was like, "All right, my contractions are 10 minutes apart. Like, you need to come." And she was like, "Okay, I'm getting up, I'm coming." And then she ends up calling my sister and my sister-in-law, and she's like, "What are y'all doing sleeping? Your sister's in the room having contractions, and y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all need to get up and go check on her." My sister, she wakes up, she comes in the room, she's like, "Brittany, are you okay?" All over the place in the bed, can't get comfortable. And I'm like, "No." She was like, "You think it's time?" And I was like, "I don't know." And so then finally my mama gets there. She must have been doing like 80 because she got there really fast. And she was like, "What's wrong? What you want to do? Do you want to go now? What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was just like having contractions. And like at this point, they were probably like 5 minutes apart. and they were like, get in the tub, get in the tub, bless you, baby, get in the tub, that's gonna help. And I was like, okay. And so I'm in the tub looking like I'm about to have a water birth. And my mama was like, okay, we're gonna time them. And so got in the water, bam, have the contraction. Next thing you know, I'm having another contraction 5 minutes apart. Then the next one, 3 minutes apart. My mom was okay, get out of the tub, we gotta go. We get out the door, and my sister, they stayed in an apartment at the time, so we gotta go down the stairs. My mom was like, somebody gotta get in front of her, somebody get on the side, somebody get in the back, so we can help her get down the stairs, just in case she has a contraction, we don't want her to fall. Getting down the stairs was fine. We get in the car, they turn on their flashers, I think that's what it's called, and they're zooming to the hospital. We're doing like 80 on the interstate. By this time, it's almost 2. There's nobody like around and nothing like that. We're going through red lights, stop signs if there's any. We get to the hospital. My mama goes to the emergency room. They come out. They with the wheelchair. Y'all hear Noah? They come out with a wheelchair, and when you get to the hospital, you have to like sign in and do all kind of paperwork and stuff like that. Chris' phone ringing. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. Chris had a phone call. But what was I talking about? Oh, okay. When I got to the hospital, there's a lot of paperwork you got to fill out. And so you're having contractions and you're in pain, and they want you to fill out this paperwork. But like we had went there like a couple of days earlier because I was bleeding heavy, like a period, and they told me to come in if that was to ever happen. So I filled out all my paperwork, and then all I had to do was like sign my name on a couple papers. They gave me my wristbands, and we went straight to labor and delivery. They wanted me to like pee in a cup, like a urine sample, and I'm like, you want me to pee when I'm having contractions? It took me the longest time to do that. And the nurse came in, she was like, you have it? And I was like, yeah, I'm getting it. I had called my mama in there to help me and everything like that. And then they got me in the bed. They put monitors on my stomach to hear his heartbeat. They put IVs in my hand, arms, and all that kind of stuff. And then what happened? I don't remember what happened. And then all I know is that Chris showed up. And then I don't remember anything that happened between that time and me getting an epidural.
So I'll tell y'all what happened. But see, I don't know if she had told y'all that I was at work and all that. So yeah, I was at work. I had got off. I was working nights too. I went in at like probably 11, and they were calling me all throughout the night. I was checking on her, stuff like that. So probably about 5:30, I got a phone call from her mom telling me that her water had broke. And I get off at 6, keep in mind. So I was asking her mom, do you think I should go ahead and leave now? All that, blah, blah, blah. But it really wouldn't have made sense for me like to leave right then and there if I get off at 6. Right. But I was trying to leave though. I was working hard all night. I was tired. I was trying to get out of that building. But around like, I probably didn't get there till about 6:30, because I was waiting on my mom to come pick me up, and she was taking the longest period of time to come get me. I don't know why. Oh, she had to go to work that morning, so she had to shower up and get dressed and all that. But anyway, so fast forward to me walking into the hospital. I was calling them, trying to find out what room they was in. It was room number 6. So I walk in there, and first thing I see is her on the bed, like leaned all the way to the side, holding on to the rail, breathing hard. Like she was up there, like I was looking at her like, what's going on? I see her mom fanning her like crazy and stuff like that. I'm like, her mom telling me, oh, she said she was hot. I'm like, hot? She hot and bothered for real. Like she was holding on to the rail. Like she had a whole bed. And she was about an inch from falling off if those rails weren't right there. Holding on to those rails. So her mom fanning her. So I take the fan from mom. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and give you a break. I know your wrist probably tied. So I start fanning her, asking if she all right and all that. And She wasn't answering me for the longest. It was about an hour and 30 minutes of me being there. Then she finally said, keep in mind, she was not asleep. She was up the whole time. It was about an hour and 30 minutes in. Oh, hey, babe. When'd you get here? She looked at me like 3 times, bro. I'm like, who you thought was here? I had to fan you and everything. But anyway,
I don't know when you got there.
man, I was like, oh yeah, I just got here about a few minutes ago. I was about an hour and 30 minutes in. I felt played, man. I was like,
I was in so much pain.
I don't know what.
But then I don't remember the pain at the same time.
I wanted to know what drugs they had her on and everything. I'm like,
they had given me some medicine like in my IV. The nurse did. I don't know what it was.
they tried to drug her. That was cold blooded.
Yeah, like when she gave me that medicine, like I don't remember nothing.
But anyway, so she had wound up falling asleep to me fanning her. So the nurse came in again and gave her some more medicine. So this medicine made her real loopy. Man, when I tell you, she was saying some of the most craziest stuff. I wish I had a video.
What was I saying?
I don't remember. Your sister got the video. Man, I wish she could send that to me to put in this video. It was so funny. We was dying laughing. I had threw on my Snapchat and everything. It was so funny. Hilarious. Telling y'all would die laughing. But anyway. So, fast forward like hour, 2-3 hours. People started showing up. And she was getting closer for delivery time. So, I was sitting in the room on like a stool. Like it was like this little small step stool. I was sitting in there because the sofa and everything was packed. So we was all getting restless. Everybody tired. Keep in mind, I worked all night. I was tired. I wound up sleeping, sitting straight up on that stool. Straight up, like just like this. Sleep. I was so tired. I woke up. Everybody had to left and we got some food. Came back. The doctor came in talking about, not the guy who delivered the baby, the nurse. She came in talking about we was waiting on the doctor to come. He was across the street doing something else. He ain't make it there for about a good 50 minutes to an hour. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to deliver this baby by myself. That was not me. That was not me at all.
You missed the part.
What did I miss?
You missed the part about me getting the epidural.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna steal my robe, y'all. The nurse came in and gave her an epidural. The nurse sent everybody out of the room except for me. This needle was about this long, and it go on your back. I looked at the needle. I was like, "Dang, that's a long needle. Look, that motherfucker was long." I'm like, "She ain't got enough back for that needle. She ain't nothing but this tall." God, dog, it's gonna poke out your ear.
It's going through my back to my ear.
Yeah. You know if it's about to curve or not now. Then they tell her to stay completely still. But she took it like a G. She ain't even move. Like she ain't flinching nothing, I don't think.
I ain't feel it. He had numbed my back.
Oh, her back was numb. She cheated.
Think not about to just put no big old needle in my back without numbing it.
See, I got tattoos, y'all. See my tattoos? We don't get
that ain't nothing.
We don't get numbed. We don't get numbed. We take this like, look at this. This a whole half sleeve. It just ain't finished yet. But it ain't, I didn't get this numbed.
Okay, but you ain't getting no big old needle put inside your skin.
Technically, it is.
Is it a big old needle like this?
I rest my case.
No, you don't.
Anyway, so yeah. So the doctor, I don't remember his name. I probably shouldn't put his name in the video. He finally made it. And right when he walks in the room, literally all the family walked in. They wasn't there at first, keep in mind. It was only me, of course her mom, her sister, and her sister's wife. They was the only people there. The moment the doctor came, literally it was a whole family reunion in that room. Everybody was there when it was time for the baby to be delivered. Her dad came, uncles, cousins, my mother, my son, everybody was in there. I'm like, what y'all do? Take a bus here? Everybody showed up. They showed up at the perfect time. But see, not everybody could be in the room when it was time for the delivery. So we had to shut the little curtain right there, shut everybody out for like however long time it took for her to do delivery. So anyway, it was the delivery stuff going down. So the doctor was telling her to push. She was doing real good. She was holding my hand like so. She was holding my hand a little tighter than this. She was really squeezing it.
Sure.
Yes, you were. I was like, I had people dying laughing because she was squeezing my hand. Man, I didn't want to look down there. I didn't want to see none of that. I just felt like, moment I saw some blood, I was gonna die.
He was looking though.
I looked. I mean, I looked for about a brief 2-3 seconds.
He watched the whole thing.
Man, I ain't want to. I was nervous. But yeah, she was squeezing my little hand. I mean, I only had so much hand, you know. And she about to break what I got. So anyway, man, this tripped me out. So the doctor was like, he saw the baby's head. Noah had a head full of hair when he came out. He had that good black people shit. Anyway, he had a head full of hair, you know. So the doctor asked me, he was like, you want to cut the cord? I say, oh no, man, you got that? I'm like, what cord I'm finna cut? I'm gonna cut no cord? I might kill him. He's like, it's easy. So he pulls out the little cord thing and he put like 2 scissors on it. And I cut the middle half. But see, she had forgot to tell me to tell the doctor to let the baby get all his nutrients first. That's where his nutrients come from.
Basically, it's called, I don't remember what it's called, but like you don't, you wait to clamp the umbilical cord so all the blood from the umbilical cord and the sac or whatever can go into his body.
If somebody know what they're called, please put it down in the comments, please.
I knew what it was called, but I can't remember. But yeah, I wanted that to happen, but everything was happening so fast and I was out of it. I didn't remember.
But yeah, so yeah, he was like, so I went ahead and did cut it. It was actually quite easy. It was just like wrap. So next thing you know, the curtain opened back up. They was cleaning Noah. When I say I've never saw a hospital room clear so fast after that baby came out. That hospital room cleared to the point it was just me and her in it. Everybody was gone, going to get some food. They was hungry. Even people that was that late was hungry. How y'all hungry? y'all that late.
Yeah, they took all these pictures of Noah and was like, all right, we're going to get some food. And I was like, all right, cool.
Literally, everybody went and got food. Everybody. It was just me and her in the room. And then see, while it was just me and her in the room, another nurse, two more nurses came in talking about, okay, we got to move to another room. So while they was talking, making sure that Brittany and Noah was good, I was moving stuff to the other room. Other room was 263. I was moving all the stuff to the other room. So I get back in there. Her dad was in the waiting room the whole time with her grandfather. So I went and told her dad that he can come in. The grandfather was sitting in the waiting room sleeping. That was funny. He was knocked out. So while her dad and Brittany talked, I went and was braced into the other room. So fast forward from that, we was in the other room, and I think we stayed in that other room for like, what, 2 nights?
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell y'all what I like the most about this whole experience. It's 2 things I like the most about this whole labor and delivery experience. It's actually 3 things. Thing number 1, getting to go through this with you, babe.
Aww.
Right? I can be deep. Thing number 2, Noah, my pride and joy. Boy, stay over there.
Damn.
Love that boy. Thing number 3, man, do y'all know they give y'all steaks? Boy, them steaks was off the chain. Man, they came in there good though. They came in there with 2 big steaks. Ooh, I got me one of them.
Well, yeah, it's for me and you.
The cake was a little dry though. They need to get that cake person fixed. Whoever making that cakes, they need to fire them. But them steaks was up the chain. But then, so it was like that second day. All the labor and delivery stuff was coming to an end.
So we left on Valentine's Day.
Right.
That's the day we left.
So we had left, and I had this day all planned out. I left with her and her mom. I rode with them. And I asked her mom to stop to Walmart. I had told her mom, I didn't tell her or her mom what I was going to Walmart to get. I was just like, can we stop at Walmart? So I walked in Walmart. No other backseat with me sleep. I walked in Walmart, came out with like a big teddy bear, some flowers, and like a little box of chocolate. She ain't even know. The only reason why I did that is because I didn't have a way to Walmart to get it to her in the hotel.
Hospital.
That was a hotel room. They bought steaks. But the whole experience was quite fun, you know. It had it was emotional roller coaster to me. But it was cool. We got Noah now. He slapping people already, you know. Bae, she's still short. Me,
Short.
tall, you know. But yeah. Our little NBC family. You got anything to add on there?
I see how dramatic he is.
But anyway, man, thank y'all for watching our videos. We love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment to the channel.
Ooh, let us know if you want any other story times. I don't know what else we can talk about.
We'll figure it out.
Ooh, yeah.
But y'all, we'll do whatever y'all like. Y'all just comment. Come on, comment, y'all. Y'all let us know what y'all want so we can put out this content. We have a lot more to come. The NBC family will blow up. Just wait on it. Stay tuned. Cut this video off.